Welcome to a breathtaking journey to the roof of the world as we explore sky-high giants, the world's 10 tallest peaks revealed. From the legendary Everest to the rugged K2, these majestic mountains challenge adventurers and captivate nature lovers. Join us as we ascend through clouds and unveil the towering titans of our planet. Explore the 10 tallest peaks on Earth with us, each higher and more intriguing than the last. Don't miss out as we reveal the ultimate giant at number 1. Number 10. Annapurna. Starting our ascent, we meet Annapurna 1 in the Himalayas, named after the Hindu goddess of nourishment. French climbers Maurice Herzog and Louis Lacanal were the first to summit on June 3, 1950. Known for its technical challenges, steep slopes, and severe weather, Annapurna I remains a formidable climb. Conservation efforts aim to protect its pristine environment and promote sustainable tourism. And now, let's set our sights on the next towering titan on our list. Number 9. Nanga Parbat. Next, we ascend Nanga Parbat in Pakistan's Gilgit-Baltistan, towering at 8,126 meters. Known as the Killer Mountain, its sheer cliffs and icy chasms underscore the raw power of nature. Austrian climber Hermann Buhl achieved the first successful solo ascent in 1953 without supplemental oxygen, marking a historic moment in mountaineering. Despite its beauty, Nanga Parbat is notorious for its extreme conditions and tragic past, including the disastrous 1934 expedition and the 2013 attack at Diamir Base Camp. Still, it draws climbers eager to conquer its treacherous slopes using modern technology and techniques. But the adventure doesn't end there. Hold on tight as we continue our ascent to even greater heights. Number 8. Manaslu. This place on the list brings us to the breathtaking summit of Manaslu, where the thin air and unparalleled views test the limits of human endurance. Standing at 8,163 meters in the Nepalese Himalayas, Manaslu, meaning Mountain of the Spirit in local dialects, was first successfully ascended by a Japanese team led by Toshio Imanishi and Gyaltsen Norbu Sherpa on May 9, 1956. The mountain, revered for its challenging routes like the northeast and south faces, is also a spiritual center, dotted with Buddhist monasteries and ancient sacred sites like those in the nearby Tasum Valley. The popular Manaslu Circuit Trek offers trekkers a chance to immerse in this unique landscape, with local tea houses providing warm hospitality along the way. But don't rest in the tea house for too long. There's more excitement awaiting us just around the corner at number 7. Number 7. Dagiri. Gazing at the snow-capped summit of Dagiri Forest, we marvel at its name, White Mountain, derived from its ever-present snowy peaks. Located in Nepal's remote Dagiri Massif, this mountain offers climbers a challenging and isolated adventure. First conquered on May 13, 1960, by a Swiss-Austrian team led by Max Iselin, Dagiri is celebrated for its grand vertical rise, one of the most dramatic on Earth. It is renowned for its brutal weather, including strong winds and sudden storms, and stands as one of the most technical ascents due to steep, crevasse-riddled routes. Above 8,000 meters lies the death zone, where climbers face the critical challenge of limited oxygen, highlighting the extreme risks and the fierce human spirit required to conquer such heights. Despite even more challenges that lie ahead, we press on, driven by our insatiable thirst for discovery. Number 6. Cho Oyu. As we ascend the mighty Cho Oyu, standing at 8,188 meters, every step feels like moving closer to the sky. Straddling the border between Nepal and Tibet, Cho Oyu, meaning turquoise goddess in Tibetan, was first conquered on October 19, 1954, by an Austrian team led by Herbert Tichy. It was the first of the 8,000ers to be climbed successfully. Known for its accessibility, Cho Oyu is considered one of the less technical yet still challenging high-altitude climbs, making it an ideal starting point for climbers looking to adapt to extreme elevations. Despite its relative approachability, climbers must navigate sudden weather shifts, including storms and high winds, adding a layer of unpredictability to every expedition. So don't get too comfortable here either. There's no time to waste, as our next adventure awaits. Number 5. Makalu. Rising to 8,485 meters, Makalu's majestic peak evokes awe with its isolated and imposing presence in the Himalayas, straddling the border between Nepal and Tibet. This formidable mountain was first summited on May 15, 1955, by a French expedition led by Gianfranco, with Lionel Terray and Jean Couzy reaching the top. Known for its iconic pyramid shape and sharp ridges, Makalu presents significant challenges including steep rock and ice climbs and treacherous crevasses. Its technical difficulty makes it less frequented than some neighboring giants. Surrounding the peak, the Makalu Barun National Park offers a sanctuary for diverse wildlife such as the snow leopard and red panda, adding environmental significance to the high-altitude adventure. But hold on tight, because the thrill ride is far from over. Number 4. Lhotse. As we approach the towering Lhotse, standing at 8,516 meters, every step forward is driven by unwavering determination. Known as the 4th highest mountain in the world, Lhotse offers formidable challenges that test even the most seasoned climbers. The first successful ascent was made on May 18, 1956, by Ernst Reis and Fritz Luxinger of Switzerland, conquering it via the west face. Not just one peak, Lhotse features 3 distinct summits: Lhotse Main, Lhotse Shar, and Lhotse Middle, with Lhotse Shar often regarded as a separate mountain. The descent from Lhotse's summit ranks among the most perilous, with steep slopes and deep crevasses compounding the dangers. Despite its stature, Lhotse receives fewer climbers than its more famous neighbor, underscoring its unique challenges and breathtaking isolation. The region, affected by climate change, is witnessing significant glacial retreat and shifts in weather patterns, highlighting the need for ongoing conservation efforts to protect its fragile ecosystem. As we reach the top 3, we think it is time to reveal the fact that literally all of the 10 highest mountains on Earth are in the Himalaya, with actually more than 100 peaks exceeding elevations of 7,200 meters above sea level. But we are way past that number at number 3. Number 3. Kangchenjunga. Kangchenjunga is the 3rd highest mountain in the world, standing at an impressive elevation of 8,586 meters. It is located on the border between Nepal and the Indian state of Sikkim. The name Kangchenjunga is derived from Tibetan, meaning 5 treasures of snow. This refers to the 5 peaks of Kangchenjunga, which are considered sacred in Tibetan Buddhism. The first successful ascent of Kangchenjunga Main was made on May 25, 1955, by a British expedition led by Charles Evans. However, in deference to local customs, they stopped just short of the actual summit to honor the beliefs that Kangchenjunga is sacred, as we mentioned before. This practice is very common among many expeditions to this day, and despite its impressive height and cultural significance, Kangchenjunga sees fewer climbing expeditions compared to other 8,000ers, especially the number 2 and number 1 spot of our list. Getting closer to the peak of the world. Number 2. K2. K2 is the 2nd highest mountain in the world, towering at an elevation of 8,611 meters above sea level. The name K2 is derived from the Karakoram survey designation, given to the peak during the Great Trigonometric Survey of India in the 19th century. The K stands for Karakoram, and 2 inches denotes that it was the 2nd peak measured in the Karakoram range. K2 is situated in a remote and rugged region of the Karakoram range, straddling the border between Pakistan and China. The first successful ascent of K2 was achieved on July 31, 1954, by an Italian expedition led by Ardito Desio. The climbers who reached the summit were Lino Lacedelli and Achille Compagnoni. Despite numerous attempts, K2 remained unclimbed in winter until January 16, 2021, when a team of Nepali climbers made history by reaching the summit in the coldest and most challenging season. This marked the first successful winter ascent of K2 just very recently. K2 is often referred to as the Savage Mountain due to its high fatality rate among climbers. The mountain has claimed the lives of many experienced mountaineers over the years. It has notoriously steep and icy terrain, with technical rock climbing sections and unpredictable weather that can change rapidly, posing significant risks to climbers. Even the access to the mountain is a challenging task in itself, requiring long and arduous approaches through difficult terrain and harsh weather conditions. But hold on tight, because we're about to embark on the final leg of our journey. Number 1. Mount Everest, 8.848 meters, 29.029 feet. And finally, we reach the pinnacle of our adventure, the legendary summit of Mount Everest. We're filled with a sense of awe and wonder, unlike anything we've ever experienced before. With the wind in our hair and the sun on our faces, we revel in the glory of our achievement, knowing that we've conquered the highest mountain in the world. Towering at an astounding height of 8,848 meters above sea level, the summit of Mount Everest is the highest point on Earth's surface. The mountain was named Everest in 1865 in honor of Sir George Everest, a British Surveyor General of India who was responsible for mapping vast areas of the subcontinent, including the Himalayas. In Nepal, Mount Everest is known as Sagarmatha, which means Goddess of the Sky in Nepali. The first successful ascent of Mount Everest was achieved on May 29, 1953, by Sir Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa of Nepal, as part of a British expedition led by John Hunt. Despite being the tallest mountain, Mount Everest's height can vary slightly due to factors such as tectonic movement and snow accumulation. Its height is periodically remeasured and updated by various organizations. Climbing Everest is an extremely challenging endeavor due to its extreme altitude, harsh weather conditions, treacherous terrain, and the risk of altitude sickness, avalanches, and crevasses. Nevertheless, Mount Everest has experienced overcrowding on its summit during the climbing season, leading to safety concerns and incidents. The influx of climbers has led to traffic jams on the mountain's narrow ridges and delays in reaching the summit. But don't let that scare you. We made it to the top of the world on this list, and so can you. What did you think of our thrilling adventure to the top 10 highest mountains in the world? Are you ready to embark on your own epic journey? Or do you prefer to admire these towering peaks from afar? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to give me 10 for more exhilarating countdowns.